Schuettler.
He was the last German to play in a Grand Slam singles final, a former world number 5 with 4 ATP World Tour singles titles. Rainer Schuettler would come a long way since first teaming up with coach Dirk Herdorf while still a teenager. Their special relationship was the foundation for a great career.
When I was 16, I met him, and he really, I think, liked the way I was playing. We had a talk, and since then he really started to help me what to practice, in practice, what to take care of, tournament schedule and all these things.
You know, I coached him 20 years, which is very, very long, and yeah, he gave me a lot of nice memories.
He changed everything, and of course he's one of my best friends. I always say he's like my second father. I can trust him 100%, and I know that if he tells me something that he means it from his heart. He sees you as a person, and to try to guide you the best way possible, and it's very rare in the world.
Under Dirk's guidance, Rainer flourished. 4 years after turning professional, in 1999, he announced himself on the big stage, lifting his first ATP World Tour title in Doha. And he did it the hard way.
For me, it was like a dream. I had to play qualification, so I qualified. And I remember I just played round by round, and every match I played I was the underdog, so I was supposed to lose. And so I made my way through the draw. I beat Goran Ivanisevic in the quarters.
In the end he gets it. What a moment for Schuettler.
Then Cedric Pioline, also a top 10 guy, and then in the finals Tim Henman. And I never really thought that I have the chance to win the tournament, to win the title. And everything just happened, and then afterwards I realized, hey, you can actually play well. I broke into the top 50, and so I made slowly my way through.
Coming from the qualis and then beating Pioline and Goran Ivanisevic and Tim Henman to win this event, which was a very strong ATP tournament, and for sure this is something which you need to have a breakthrough.
Rainer's career had many highlights. Perhaps the most memorable was at the start of 2003 at the Australian Open, where he would make it all the way to the final.
I remember the match against Blake. I started to play really well on a big court. I started to really feel the atmosphere, and I never reached a quarterfinal before of a Grand Slam, so for me it was a big success. And then really I went for it. I felt so comfortable. Everything was perfect for me. Okay, I lost in the finals to Agassi. He's my idol on the tennis court. So it was a little bit too quick, I have to admit. I would love to make it a little bit closer. He beat me in straight sets, but it was just amazing to go out on center court in the semifinals and finals, to play in front of a huge crowd and just to feel the atmosphere. It's a feeling I will never forget.
Rainer Schuettler had to work at every aspect of his game, but that dedication was key to a career he now looks back on with immense pride.
Dirk Herdorf, my coach, he really prepared me during a few years, like, to always improve, to always work hard. He really made sure that I have a team around me with a physiotherapist who's traveling with me to really make sure that my body can hold the pressure and the hard work during every day.
I think he was a player with a record of 11 years in a row to improve his ranking up to 5 in the world, and you know, this is something which is remarkable, and he gets the biggest respect from me and from every tennis fan, I think.
It's a lot of times people work hard, but it's a lot of confidence really not to step back when you have the chance to have the approach, I want to win this game, not to be afraid to lose or to make mistakes. And in my career it was always, when I had this belief, I always played well.